All right. Next dope deck profile. We're gonna give you Amani Edwards, deck from New York Shonen Jump. And by the way, that jump was gay, but it's whatever. We ended up coming. He came in 14th place. I came in 15th place. We came close to topping, but you know it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead let Amani take over.
Alright, I don't think I gave this deck a name. I'm gonna just call it off as Animal Kingdom. It's an Animal Rush deck that I thought of while I was actually asleep. Sound weird. Alright, let's just get to the deck. Alright, we're gonna start with one Great Toe Sage. I use Great Toe Sage simply because I played Big Bang, generally early G2. And he drew an extra card. Earned a spot in my deck. And he was an animal. We're gonna go to Sakura, and Sakura was pretty much for her coin flip, but I mostly kept her around for Sakura Tsunade, and I needed early game females because I was running Tsunade Kimono. Two Anbu. I wasn't really on to 3 Anbu this time. It wasn't that big of a deal to me, and everybody was running it, and I was getting sick of it. So I only ran 2. But I mean, gotta have them somewhere when all your 0 drops are 0-2s. Except her, whom I ran 2 of. And she was a 3-0. You put her in play, you flip a coin. If it's heads, you draw. If it's tails, you growth. I didn't care what I got off of her. I just needed a female in the 0-drop lineup. Other than, you know, Sakura and Tamari. Plus, she was Water Wind. Come on, you need that. One guard childhood. I guess I really only ran him to draw a card. And because he was wind. And look how shiny it is. Then we got 2 Wild Fang Kibas. A lot of people would clown me for main decking this and the kind of deck I ran. That still had 3 Tsuchigumos and 3 Big Bangs. Yeah. But he actually came in handy a lot. He's really important to the strategy for being an animal, but he stopped Jutsu for... If I got him down, he generally locked Jutsu the whole game. Which was important because animals are big and hard to beat in combat. And we got 2 Tamaris. Do I have to explain Tamari?
No, best 0-drop in the game.
Amazing. And a chick. Come on. 1 drops. Oh. Well, we got 1 Danka too. Excuse me. Yeah, I kept him around because he was an animal. He got huge late game. He was a 15 in one game, 13 in the other game. He was huge. And I needed him, actually, because, you know, he deployed ninjas from the discard pile. Came in really handy. Really handy, actually. Okay, and 1 Jirobo. Jirobo. Next, we got Kush. Believe it or not, I only ran Kush in 2. I just had a knack for getting her, I guess. Kush is one of the keys to the strategy because she reduces the entrance cost and the hand cost on all the tail beasts and animals, making them 5 drops that I can play without a hand cost, allowing me to play all different elements of them and, you know, not get messed up. Naruto clone was there for Kush. Pretty simple. Plus, having combat on turn 1 after just going through 13 0-drops and only 6 of them have any combat. He just came in as a good curve. Then we got my favorite, State 1 Kitamaru. Kept him around because I just enjoyed him. I only ran him in 1 this time though because he wasn't a big thing. And 2 was getting in the way. 2 drops. 2 KNSs. Finally got a hold of both of them foil, so I started running 2 instead of 1. Yes, foil does make a decision for a lot of cards I run. I don't really want to explain KNS. Everybody knows KNS is great. And then we got 2 Arukas, which I've generally played as my new Biscuit. I'm sad I lost Biscuit, but he did his job replacing him for what it was worth. Plus, he had a free draw 1 and 3 combat. Now we got Monkey King. I only ran 2 of Monkey King once again. I guess I got a knack for getting him. Had him every game. Monkey King is the other piece of the combo in which he allows me to deploy animal ninjas repeatedly per turn. They don't count towards my 1 turn deployment. That allowed me to drop all of my tail beasts and all my animals on turn 5 instead of 7, 40 at a time. And I had 1 Anko because she's just pretty. She's good, but to me, she's just pretty. That's why I ran 1 of them. On to 6 drops. because obviously I didn't have any 4s or 5s. I ran Tsunade Kimono, like I said again, because a lot of my female were Kunoichi based, and she was pretty big, believe it or not. And I kept 3 Embraces, a Pump, and 3 Tsuchigumos. So recycling Tsuchigumo was like whatever, but Pump and Embrace actually came in handy. On to the animals. The first one up is the frog. Gamabunta was... I needed him because he was the attacker, so to say. He was the main attacker. He had mastery for the jutsu, and he made the chakra and then became unaffected. So, the frog was the attacker. Then we got the slug. The slug was the ultimate support. 6 cards in my hand. Behind the Bunta, we got a 15 here going already. And he kept my hand up, because I burned a lot of the cards out of my hand a lot of the time, dropping 4 or 5 cards a turn. So the frog, the slug, was next up. The Shikaku. He's kind of like a raccoon.
Squirrel.
I'm seeing raccoon here. I ran 1 Shikaku because I didn't particularly like him. His combat was weak. They felt the need to give him 1 support. I don't know why. But his effect did come in handy, keeping your opponent's hand down and making them draw the same cards over. That's generally scoop face after a while. And then the snake. He was the most important animal in the deck because he made everything easy. He pretty much negated everything and kept coming back thanks to his free hand cost and his deploy from RFG effect. I think that was it for the ninjas, so we'll go to the missions now. I got 1 Sage Training. This card really did put in work for me. Like, moving a lightning, a fire, and a wind card, being as though so many of the cards are dual symboled now, I was able to grab sneaky cards like Infinite Embrace because it had a wind symbol, or Feral Rage, or Hydro Pump. Mostly I went for jutsus here, but key ninjas like Denka and Kiba served as the fire card I needed for it. Got 1 Bonds of Friendship. Don't ask me why I ran 1 Bonds of Friendship, because I really don't know. But I like the growth effect. The draw 2 charge one was like, yeah, sure. But I really did use the growth effect. I mean, if you can get over Bunta as a 9, what makes you think you can get over him as a 10? Right? 2 Disasters. Some people told me to run 3. I told some people no. I ran 2 Disasters because by the time between Six Tails and Disaster, I didn't need 3 of them. But I was drawing a lot of cards. A lot of cards. More than I could keep up with sometimes. So I kept it at 2, but it was an excellent, excellent draw power. Especially turn 5 and beyond when I actually started drawing 4. Then we got typical Uncle's Memory. I ran 2 Uncle's Memory. It's like a staple in Lightning. I really do enjoy using Uncle's Memory. I had so much chakra. It was good to know that Uncle's Memory let me use things over and over, including itself. Finally, we got 2 Makeout Tactics. I kept Makeout Tactics once I found out that Kushina actually reduced the entrance cost of Animal Ninja cards in the deck, and that I could use Makeout Tactics to search 7-drop animals with 6 chakra. Whoop-de-doo. But mostly I needed it for Kushina, in case I never got Naruto clone on turn 1. That's it for the missions. Then we got 3 Infinite Embraces. Like I said in the character bio thing, Infinite Embrace was really, really popular. Really popular. I ran 3 of them myself. I can't say anything else about it. We all know what Infinite Embrace does. If you didn't, what did you go to the jump for? Then we got 3 Tsuchigumos, which is like Infinite Embrace's Siamese twin or something. I mostly used it to filter cards out, make a little bit of chakra on the side, but I needed the 2 for 2. It was about all it was worth. Then we got my offense jutsu. 1 Feral Rage. Yes, 1 Feral Rage. I didn't need too much offense in my jutsu because, you know, most of my ninjas were doing it. It was really hard getting over those animals, but if you did, I did keep 1 Feral Rage, and I did keep 1 Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump, I guess, was mostly for clearing out ninjas when I was ready to go for game, after I took Kiba out the back of Bunta and Six Tails and you could actually use jutsu. And it mostly just cleaned out chump blockers, so I could just get those BRs quick. Then my reinforcements. I got 2 state, 2 Kitamaros as reinforcements because I ran 1 state, 1 Kitamaro. 1 state, 1, 2 state, 2s. You never know what's going to happen with your state 1s, so be prepared. And I kept 1 Sakura Tsunade just because it's pretty. I never used it. I wouldn't give up Kimono Tsunade for it, but I did keep it around. It was pretty. Then my side deck, 2 Passing Fates, 2 Great Naruto Bridges, 2 Hinas, 2 Shimas, and 2 Dehydration. I was mostly siding against Mill. It really was the target here, as you can see by the Passing Fates, the Shima and the Hina. But Shima and Hina being animals kind of secured their place in my side deck, because if I didn't need them for side, they weren't in the way. The bridge I kind of kept around for counter missions, though, you know, I didn't run into nearly as many dehydrations as I thought water decks were playing. So, and then I ran Dehydration because I wanted to draw the card. I didn't care about your effect for real. So yeah, there it is.
Alright, thank you, Amani Edwards. More videos coming.